This is take two, because girl, I started crying. For what? Because I'm a crybaby. Yeah. Excuse me. It's okay to cry though. God really just got his hands on me. It's February, and all for the month of January I was resting. Like I did nothing. And it has to be this cold weather. I don't know. I'm like seasonally depressed. I don't know. But it's like every season I'm depressed. And I'm really like, I'm going to talk to the doctor because I might be clinically depressed. Like, what's going on, girl? Because I'm sitting here, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed. And I have a car. I got an apartment. I have money in the bank. These are the three major things that would really keep me depressed. Like, I'd be like, oh, my car messed up. Oh, I don't have no money to fix it. Oh, my rent's due. Oh, what was the other one? A job. I need a job. Like, I would cry about these things if I did not have these things, but yet I have these things and I'm in a position and I still feel overwhelmed. I still feel, honestly, I feel guilty for being blessed. I feel guilty. I'm surrounded by people who have less than me, who appear to be more happier, but I had learned the hard way that they just be faking it and they get close to me so that I could care about them and that I could save them. And that is really my weak spot because I'm like, oh God, you bless me so much. I gotta help save them. And everybody, I've made them my assignment. I made them my project. And I don't have any kids. But I try to mother everybody I can. Even my own mother. Like I try my best. And it's a lot. It's a lot of work. And that's why I really, to all the mothers, girl, because you did that. You did that. There was this video of this man talking about, yo, if you don't have no kids, don't have none. Because I'm not saying they not a blessing, but I'm saying, are they a blessing? He was in the video like, it's like I raised 5 kids and it's just, it don't matter what you do. Your kids gonna grow up and say you ain't never did nothing for them, or the things that you were obligated to do, they're gonna say, well, you had to do them because you had me. Hello, yeah. Because I'm a child who definitely, I was living when I was born. I was living when I was born. When I was born, I knew, I'm like, give me everything, because I didn't ask to be here. I didn't. And I'm still to this day, I'm 32. And I'm like, yeah, girl, like, what's up with this? I don't know. Because I just feel so shorted and cheated because I didn't have a dad growing up. And I just feel like, had I had a solid father, I really just needed love and support. I'm trying my best. And I'm trying my best to not be ungrateful, because at the end of the day, like my brothers, they don't have no parents. Their mom and our father died. So, and they just surviving through life the best they can, and they have kids. And they ended up, it's so ironic how life works, because growing up, they will always say our father was a deadbeat, he wasn't there, they didn't get no money, yet their kids can say the same thing about them. And that's why I don't have any kids, because I'm like, all of the hurtful and painful things that I did to my mother, I can't handle that. Because they're going to say the same thing I said. I didn't ask to be here, sis. You knew this. You knew what life was about. You knew you had struggles. get in the head just to maintain, just to be normal. So don't expect me to be great. Like, the audacity. So anyways, that's not why I'm here. That just came out for no reason. But I really wanted to remake the video I just made before I started crying, girl. Because one thing about it, my life is a mess right now. It's a mess. And I just feel like documenting it will somehow give me a blueprint of what not to keep doing, because Jesus. So today we have two different Bible verses. The first one that we are on is Proverbs 10:15, and it says, "The wealth of the rich is their fortified city, but poverty is the ruin of the poor." I'm on Google, so we're just gonna go with what they're saying. It says, "This proverb observes the practical worldly reality that wealth provides security and influence, while lacking resources often leads to vulnerability, distress, and ruin." And because they love to tell us that the love of money is the root of evil or whatever, there's so many contradictions in the Bible, because it does talk about the fall of the wealthy and the rich man. But at the same time, it'd be like, if you don't work, you don't eat. And it's like, so if I'm working to get rich so that I can have security, influence, whatever. So that's that verse. Now, this is Romans 7:15. And it states, "I do not understand what I do, for what I want to do, I do not do. But what I hate, I do." And it says this verse highlights the intense inner struggle between a desire to follow God and the pull of sinful nature, highlighting human weaknesses and the need for grace. So these two verses apply specifically to my life right now, because I need some more money. Now, the thing is, why is that always the thing? It's like, when is it enough money? It's never enough money. And my whole thing is that with this one, I do not understand what I do, for what I want to do, I do not do. And so I'm constantly in my head like, I don't want to just lay around, not do nothing, and, not be productive. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to work so hard and deplete myself and not get to rest because I'm chasing money. It's so hard being a person with little faith. I'm just gonna be honest, because my faith is about, I don't know, it's so small. And I don't know why, because God has been so good to me, right? In the aspects of my health, my ableism, my mind is wild. My mind is wild. Like, everything externally is good, but in my head, it's chaos. It's distrust, dishonor, sin. And it's so crazy because I'm really struggling with this verse. It's like, The things that I hate to do, I'm still doing it. And the things that I know I should be doing, I'm not doing it. And I'm sitting here because I'm like, well, God, because this is how I'm talking to God. If you wanted me to do that, why am I struggling so hard to do the things that I should be doing? It don't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me because I'm literally like, I have terrible habits that I've been consciously trying to break. But every time I go to break them, I'm constantly pulled back. My flesh is like, but wait, this is actually soothing you right now. This is actually, these are temporary fixes, but it just be so much. It just be so much that sometimes I just want to quiet the noise. And so to quiet the noise, I gotta do these things to cope. But it's like I can't stop, and I know it's not good for me. And I just feel like, God, I feel like you designed me faulty and expect me to somehow ask for what I need. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I've been praying for strength, but maybe I'm praying for the wrong things because I'm strong. I'm handling things that are very heavy and hard for me, but I'm still showing up. But I'm just frustrated because I'm like, I keep doing the things that I don't want to do. But the things I know I should be doing, I'm not doing it. I don't know what's that about. And it's a lot of self-sabotage happening. And because it's so crazy, because I listened to that pastor and he was like, the devil sometimes, he don't even got to do too much. He don't even really got to give you no demon or tempt you too much, because he'll get you close enough to the edge where you just want to jump off yourself. Not knowing that if you just hang on, if you just stay strong a little bit longer, if you just, increase your faith and believe more, then God can and will provide for you. Why wouldn't he? Because greater is he in you than of the world. So it's really just holding on and waiting and trusting in God. And it's so crazy because it don't sound easy, nor is it easy doing it. It's easier said than done. But it's not really easy said. Because I have to just blindly trust that it's all gonna work out. When in fact, signs in the past have shown me that for decades, for years, things have not drastically changed. And that's the problem for me, because like, I look at my family and I look at their lives and I'm like, sure, they got money, sure. They've moved here and there, they've traveled, but their character is still, can't really, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all, right? And so for me, it's like, I have this terrible relationship with money because I know it does alter the character of a person. I'm a natural giver and helper, and I try to be a light worker as much as I can. But the thing is, my reality is really dark. I come from a dark past, a dark reality. And so even me masking, it comes up naturally because I don't know how to fully get rid of this nature. It's because for me, it's first nature to be negative. For me to say, yeah, I'm depressed and list out all of my abnormalities and my what's the word I was gonna use? Not abnormalities, but illnesses. I can list them all out, right? And I can complain. Like, I'd rather complain than to try to lift you up. But at the end of the day, I know that God woke me up and gave me this birth, gave me this life, and it's the mercy for me. It's the mercy. And that's what one of these verses talked about was grace. Yeah, and the need for grace. This was Romans 7. So, but this is about Paul. It says Paul describes a disconnect between his intentions, doing good, and his actions, doing evil. It is an internal conflict where the spirit desires righteousness, but the flesh leads to sinful, unwanted behavior. I really try to be a perfect person, you know. But we all know perfect don't exist. But I do like to be an overachiever, and especially in being good. Because I really believe that my purpose is to, I'm not masking my testimony. Like, I'm not good, but I'm good, if that makes sense. Because I'm good in God. And I just feel like that's my purpose. Because I'm struggling so much with everything, but I just feel like nobody can really tell. And I feel like I want everybody to know, like, it's not by my own merit. It's strictly from God. I have no say in this, because if it was up to me, I would have thrown the towel a long time ago. Like, but God has been really patient with me. And I guess in all the ways that God has provided and protected me, I don't really acknowledge them. And I feel like that's probably why I'm feeling so sad right now, because I don't realize, like, behind the scenes, God is really fighting and protecting me from wild things. Because I can sense it in some people's energy. Like, they want to rock the boat with me. They want to play with me. But something in them where somebody is like, no, you can't do that to her. Watch it now, because that's my baby right here. You can't, I know you want to, but you can't touch her. You can't touch her. And even if you do try, like, she's going to, she's like, I feel like God is whispering to them, she is not who she pretends to be. Like, she is not as good as she appears. Like, she is evil. And you don't want to experience that evil side, because I have did a lot to try to get her on the right path. But she not far. She not far from where she came from. That's what I feel, because God is working on me. And I think sometimes, like, in my eyes, like, I really be like, I don't really have time today. Like, I don't, like, not even a little bit, to play with you. But I just feel like the position that I'm in, like my job, I don't know, I've really just been praying, and God hasn't really, I haven't really heard anything about what to do with this job. I'm hearing right now, just like ride it out, because we're supposed to be getting a raise in September, and I'm like, I just want to hold on, Tuxedo Race. And then what? Because at the end of the day, I'm just like, I just don't feel right at this job. I just don't feel it. I feel like I'm in misalignment. I don't know what it is. I do know what it is. I'm not saying it because I need to keep my job. But every day I cry in the car, I scream. Like, this cannot be my real life. This cannot be. But what I do know is that God has been talking to me about, girl, you don't really, God really was like, I don't really know what's going on with you, because we don't even talk that often, to keep it a buck. So, girl, whatever you're going through, I'm sorry, but until you really start putting me first, like for real, not just to get, because it's my entitlements. Even from my mom, my parents, I feel entitled to God. Like, God, I feel like you should give me this because I've been good. And God is like, but no, it's not how it works. And I'm like, but why not? Why did y'all make me? We going back to the back. Did I talk about this in this video? Yeah, I talked about the man and his kids. Like, why did you make me if you didn't want to give me everything that I needed? Then what are we doing? You do know who I am? Like, if you design me, then you should know that I expect to have $1 million by tomorrow. Simple. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I don't even need $1 million. Just go ahead and get rid of them student loans because I did not graduate. And that's another thing, is that I'm so upset at myself for being obedient and feeling obligated to go to school when I knew that I'm just not the type of person who can juggle school and work. I'm just not the type of person who I was raised to not really value education, even though that's something my mom wanted for me. They expected me like, I'm literally was supposed to be a doctor, and I let them all down because they weren't about to live off of me, because my heart too big. And the thing is, like, yeah, it would have been nice to be a doctor, but to be honest, in this family, I would have hated it because, like my sisters who reached over that poverty level, people be calling them, watching their pockets. Yes, I need this. Especially my oldest brother. Man, dog, no. I prayed against me becoming wealthy because I did not want to be responsible to take care of my family. And because I love my family, I just feel like I chose poverty and I chose to be in community with my family. But at the same time, what's crazy is I'm not close to none of my family. So now I'm just poor and lonely. Wow. What a shocker. I just come from a dysfunctional family, and at this point, like, it's over for us. It's over for us. It's over. And at the end of the day, just realizing how people are such users, and they only want you around if you can buy them something. I'm cool on it anyways, because I have shown up for people in ways that they have never shown up for me. And again, that's just who I was designed to be, who I'm made to be. But I don't know, I just feel like maintaining that and masking kind of it interrupts my nervous system, and especially if I got to be around you and freeze and make sure I don't say nothing too crazy or I'm gonna hurt your feelings and we gonna fight and now you ain't gonna talk to me no more. Like, that's so weird. So weird. But here we are. And that's all I got. This video's long enough. So hopefully I get something out of this when I rewatch it, because girl, for the first one you cried. You cried real tears. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna let it out, but I'm gonna get back and I'm gonna get strong. Because God is good. That's all we got. We just gotta keep going, girl. Keep going. My mission, my mission is to show that life can be hard and things can be rough, but you can still praise God. You can still keep going. You can still just keep trusting God, because you never know. And why rush an early expiration when you know it's going to come anyways? And this is key to that, because while internally and externally I feel like, oh, my life is so bad, oh, I'm so unworthy, oh, blah, 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 there are people, and I can count on both hands, that love me, that miss me, that they're happy that I'm alive and I'm in their world. And even with all of my mess, because I have dumped on people, like I have blocked them, I have spiraled out, I have went crazy, and I have shown them my true self, my evil side. I'm talking about, girl, I have slit tires, I have thrown phones, I have, okay. I have went to the other side of evil, okay? I have lived, okay? If you look at live and spell it backwards, I have lived, okay? And anyway, so with that being said, if I can hold on and keep going, like for real, even with all the things that I know, because what you call it is coming up. It's February 6th today. On the 23rd, Naziah, what's her name? Naziah Harris, her trial is coming up. So we still on that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because it's not just about you. You matter because other people are affected by your presence too. So I know it's hard today, but just try to pray. You gotta pray. And you gotta mean it. You really gotta mean it. And stay one more day. Stay one more day.